What is up, guys? Zach Scott here with the live stream. We're live. We're talking about something. There's been some news in the Plants vs. Zombies community directly from PopCap themselves. PvZ3, we're talking about specifically. This game has been kind of out a little bit, you know, like talking about out late 2019 maybe, in like a super early access, you know, pre-alpha type of thing. And then I first got like a wider access of like the alpha or whatever pre-alpha was called back in 2020. I've been covering this game on my channel for like 5 years, and it's just been announced that they are taking it offline once again. This has been like, I don't know, maybe the fourth iteration that they're gonna try to do of this game, and maybe the third. I don't know. It's all confusing to me, but let's dive in. I got your names on the screen right here. I hope that looks cool. I don't know why it's purple, but it's there, and so we're having the chat right now. And so, why is your own room empty? This is where I stream. What do you mean? It's got me. It's got my computer in front of me. It's not empty. It just appears empty. Seth the Mighty Gamer, thanks for gifting a membership. I do appreciate it. I don't know why the names are purple. I don't know how to change that. Maybe I could change that around if you guys want to see a different type of, no, I don't know. I could look. I've never done chat on my video before. But let's see. Oh, what does it look like right now? Who said that right now? So Casual Games has the okay, so we got the members. I wish the emoji showed up here. I don't really know how all of that works, but we're gonna be chatting a little bit today because, like I said, the announcement is that you know, we're talking about Plants vs. Zombies 3 being removed from the shops again, taken down so that they can work on it some more. I think your chat's going to be missing from this next screen, but let's just see. You know, Casual Games has been a member for 68 months. You're almost there to the magic number. And, oh, Jalox. Hey, Jalox got it. I guess. Awesome. Welcome, Jalox, to the ZackScottGames membership. I don't know. I think that's how you pronounce your name. Anyway, I'm gonna get in here really quick. Because I have this open up on another tab, I guess. Check this out, guys. Let me make it as big as possible really quick while I do this as well. This is gonna be... Boom. I just kind of wanted to talk about, you know, the announcement here. It's a big deal for someone like me in the Plants vs. Zombies community. Thank you for the $3 super chat, Arkham Fire. I do appreciate it. Super sticker, rather. So here we go. Check this out. I don't know if you can hear the music, but this is the important announcement from Plants vs. Zombies. I first saw this on Twitter. It says, "Hey, Neighborville residents. We've been grateful for your enthusiasm and feedback during our soft launch. We've always had love for our plants, and yes, even our zombies. It's been a joy bringing life to Dave, his niece, Patrice, Nate, and many more in PvZ3. It's clear that we're onto something great, and following the recent releases of Choose Your Seeds and the manual activation of Grapes of Wrath, we want to go even further to make this game truly special. That's why we're taking the game offline for a major overhaul, and we can't wait to share what's taking root. Starting today, October 15th, 2024, in-app purchases will no longer be available, and the game will no longer be available to download. November 15th, 2024 will mark the final day to play. After that, our servers will go offline and the game will be inaccessible in all territories. Any earned or purchased coin balances as of November 15th, 2024 will be saved as long as you've connected your account through Google Play, Apple ID, or your EA account. So basically, if you want to save your coin balance, and I'm pretty sure you would, make sure to have logged into those accounts and then, you know, sync up those accounts so that it works for you. And then furthermore, boosts game progress, including levels and unlocked units, and the narrative will all be reset. Wiped out, man. We're excited to retool the game. They should say again for like the third or fourth time, and bring you an even better PvZ experience soon. In the meantime, keep an eye out on our social channels for updates. For additional support or questions about your account, please contact EA Help. Until next time, So this came to me as a big surprise, a big surprise, and I'll tell you why. Hopefully you can hear me talk. I don't know if we're gonna have to just live with this purple font here, I guess. But I don't know why it's purple. That's the weirdest thing. Anyway, I don't see where it even would give me the option to change it on the Streamlabs thing. But anyway, my background's purple. That kind of works then, right? So, let's see what do you guys think about this? What do you guys think about this? Well, okay, Ant-Man says, what do you like better, the 3D experience or the cartoony one? I like the cartoony one, especially because of the fact that what they did is they made it better, in my opinion, when they brought it into a horizontal mode. So I don't know, I like the cartoony graphics and animation a lot better than the 3D. Although I think the 3D has its place, in the Garden Warfare, Battle for Neighborville, things like that. I just for whatever reason, I grew up with Plants vs. Zombies, 1 and 2 being 2D. So for 3 to be 2D as well looks better. The thing is, I can't really tell. I mean, it seems maybe like there is a little bit of 3D rendering in there, but maybe it's just they did really good on manipulating the 2D artwork to make it look good. I don't know, but you guys can let me know. There's a lot I'm uninformed about, and so yeah, but everyone who's chatting right now are subscribers. Thank you who just left that $10 super chat. I saw it go by and then I missed it. But thank you, Lopez. Zach, thank you for your videos and years of dedication. You're always my childhood. I'm now 25 years old, just a little under me. At that time, I didn't know English. So thank you. Greetings from Mexico. Well, salutations to you. And thank you so much for that. I really do appreciate that. I guess I taught you English. That's so cool. Yeah, so Zero is here. I saw in the chat pop up. Hold on one second. Where's that message? And Jake Miller. I wasted so much time at PvZ3. Let me tell you. Let me look at my. Let me look at this really quick before we go on. I want to. How do I do a new tab here? Yeah, hold on. ZackScottGames, PvZ3. So, yeah, videos of. So I've gone through 3 iterations of this game now, and they did a pretty significant. Yeah, 0x Fusions here. Hello. They've done a pretty significant update, I thought, when they did the pick a plant feature, the choose your seeds, whatever, pick a plant feature that they did, and I thought that was great. I thought they were listening to the fans, and then they did a thing where they did the manual activation of the grape shot. And I thought that was really cool as well. It's like, that makes sense. That's a good feature. And I thought they were just going to release these updates during the soft launch. And I thought they were so close. It felt like they were so close to just global excuse me, global release. I am a little under the weather still. If anyone who's been watching my Silent Hill 2 gameplay knows that Ashley and I are sick. Carter, thanks for being a member for 29 months. So the thing is, when they first, well, let me finish one thought before I move on to the next thought. I thought they were so close to worldwide global release because they did pick a plant. That seems to be a pretty big overhaul to basically allow you to choose which plants you're going to bring into the game. Seems like a decent enough overhaul. And then they made another update just like a month ago, and they keep adding levels like every few weeks, it seems, and they bring in new plants every month or so. And then they're like, well, we're gonna just stop that, take it offline, then we'll be back after we retool it. Like, I thought they were retooling it live in front of our eyes, which makes me think that they're gonna just how much more are they gonna change now? And they're talking about wiping the narrative. If we take a look really quick. How many, that's the original playthrough. Hold on one second. The problem is it's hard for me to identify.
Life can be busy.
Oh my gosh, I'm playing ads. I didn't mean to play ads. But, here we go. Right now, if you take a look, this is crazy. Let me look at my playlist. Can I search for playlists? Here we go. Plants. Let's just say plants. There's only going to be a few things. So if we look at my playlist here, let's just zoom in really quick. I'm not signed in. I didn't know how to capture a different browser with OBS, so I kind of have it kind of different here, but hopefully this works. Boom. Yeah. Ta-da. And so this is my site. on YouTube, my channel on YouTube. Hey, I'm live now. I actually have never looked at my own channel while live, so that's cool. It shows that I'm live. That's really cool. If we take a look here, let's how do I do this? There we go. So, you know, I played Plants vs. Like, I first started playing Plants vs. Zombies 2 on my... No, actually, that's not true. I played Plants vs. Zombies 1 on my channel. It's weird. I thought I was in playlist view, and then I just searched for plants. I guess it leaves playlist view and just shows everything. Okay, but anyway, I first started playing Plants vs. Zombies, the original on my channel. It kind of took off. I was like, okay, that's doing pretty well. Soon after Plants vs. Zombies 2 was released, you know, I have over 1,000 episodes. And then I kept up. I've done Heroes. I've done, you know, Garden Warfare 1 and 2, Battle for Neighborville. Then I've done, like, if you look, this was the original Plants vs. Zombies 3 soft launch back in 2020 that I did. There was an earlier, like a pre-alpha or something that was released in 2019 that I didn't. I don't know if it was the same, but I didn't start recording it until 2020. So Plants vs. Zombies 3 has had a presence on my channel since, you know, 2020. And so we're almost to the 5-year mark of that. But they did a version that was vertical. You know, Plants vs. Zombies 3 used to be vertical, used to have like kind of 3D graphics. And then I guess we could, well, I don't know if is it gonna play, like let's see. It's probably gonna
What's
play
up, guys? Zach Scott here playing Plants vs. Zombies 3. This is...
Can you hear that? Anyway, you don't need to hear my voice. I don't know if that's louder or lower than my current voice, but basically, you know, I have 35 episodes of this Plants vs. Zombies 3 that was in vertical format. You know, you get to pick your plants, and I think you did. I don't remember, actually. Thank you, Bet, for the super chat. Bathroom tour win. Probably never. Probably never. Yeah, that was very... I don't know why it's so much louder. I guess I could turn it down if I have to a little bit. So that though, I don't know if that'll help. But anyway, the point is it used to look like this. It used to be vertical. Let me just mute it. So like if I play it, you know, it used to be vertical. They used to have health bars, I guess, and they had like these 3D graphics and stuff. I think I'm fast forwarding at this point. I barely remember this, honestly. It's been so long. But you could, they have a bunch of plants that never even have shown up, you know, in today's game yet. You know, like the pine cone, I don't think is out yet. But anyway, the point is, I did, like, you know, for months or whatever, for like a month or two. I don't know how long it was. I did like 35 episodes of that, right? And then what ended up happening is they took that away for a couple years. I forget how long. And then they released a beta of Plants vs. Zombies 3. The big thing that they fixed was that it's horizontal. There's an ad. I can skip that. You guys don't have to watch this right now. I can go back to full screen. Here we go. The point is, they re-released it. Here, we're back. We're back. Game and Cam, right over here. They re-released with a horizontal format, and they've stuck with this. This was 3 years ago. This was 2021. Wow. And so this is basically the format that we've had now for 3 years. The issue is that there wasn't a narrative to this. It was, you know, they didn't really have... I don't even... Again, when I talk about my memory, I don't really remember. Like, I play so many games that I move on. The logo was different. I hope they change the logo again once they finally, you know, announce it again. I'm watching this on a different browser. I wasn't so sure that I could... I didn't want to, like, broadcast, like, my current browser that I'm using to watch the chat with. Because I'm using Chrome to watch this chat, so I opened up Microsoft Edge so that I could show you stuff. And so I'm not logged in on Edge is the problem. I'm not logged into my account on Edge. So, but anyway, when they came out with this, you know, I have how many episodes of this? Let's find out. 8. Only 8, I guess. That was cool. So the Plants vs. Zombies 3 beta only had 8 episodes. And they didn't, and they brought in her, I guess the Penny. Penny's her name? Not Penny. What's her name? What's her name? Is it Penny? What's her name? What's the cousin's name? I just said it. What's her name? Patrice. and pity's the RV. And then they kind of, they had a little bit of a story here at this point when they introduced her. And so this is a new update that they did, and they brought in kind of a narrative. And then, that it was still the format where, you're just playing the levels that they give you, that you're using the plants that they give you. And then what they did is they did kind of like a Gardenscapes thing, almost, basically. If you take a look, they then released it again. And this is what I've been currently playing on with the they retitled it Plants vs Zombies 3 Welcome to Zomburbia. And then I have, like, how many episodes of this do I have? I have 41. I'll probably have 42. I'll probably play a little bit more before they shut it down in November. And then, yeah, Console Kiddo's here. Didn't realize there's so much PvZ lore. There's so much history just behind this one game. It's like they've had PvZ2 out. They're still updating PvZ2. And it's just they're just taking it offline to retool it again. And so it's going to drive me crazy because now all my, like, I play like each episode is like 30 minutes to an hour each. And so I've done that, 40 times. So that's like 20 hours at least of gameplay that now is just going to get wiped out. I'll get to keep my coins. Where was I at on my latest video, on my latest coins? I don't even know. I don't want to see an ad. I don't want to see the ad. I don't want to subject you guys to the ads right now. But anyway, yeah, thank you so much for the super chat. Let's see if I can look at, let's read the chat for a little bit, because I can read the chat now. I have the chat on my monitor over here. Thank you for your super chat, Agent Meta. I regret leaking footage of this game when it's still in beta. So I wouldn't worry about it. I wouldn't worry about that at all. And then, yeah, so those of you saying get YouTube Premium, I have YouTube Premium. The issue is not that I don't have YouTube Premium. The issue is that I'm using a separate browser that I'm not logged into to show you guys, because I have my current Chrome browser. I didn't fully figure this out before I went live. I have my current Chrome browser on my monitor here so I can read what you're saying in the live chat. Of course, it's here too. But anyway, yeah, Camouflage says we want Garden Warfare 3. That's what would save the franchise. Agreed. That would be awesome if they would just do it. Here's another one of my videos. So where were we here? It's part 41. So I have hold on one second. What stage is this? So 456. So I've played through like 470 levels of this game, and all that progress is going to get wiped. Why would they reset the progress? The only reason I could think that they're going to reset the progress is that they're going to have elements of PvP or PvE or something like that they don't want someone who's been playing this game for months like I have to have an extreme advantage on. And so that's my best guess if they're going to retool it. I don't know, maybe, I just don't know. The thing about this game is, as you play, you get to, which episode is this? You get to kind of go to the overworld map, and you get to kind of customize it slightly. It doesn't really feel like much of a customization, but the cool part about it is that they have, so this is what the map looks like. For those of you completely unaware, once you in between rounds, you get to return to the map. You have like this example is the playground. You don't really get to interact with anything on this map other than to choose what things look like. So maybe that slide, you could change what it looks like. You get to access other parts of the menu here, all the challenges, all of the, all the stuff, your coin balance, which I guess I'll have 20,000 coins that carries over. Yeah, Jake said this. I don't know if it'll show up, but Jake said this. He said, I don't know if you can see it, if this game doesn't change much, there's no way I'm playing through 400 levels again. That's the frustration of it, isn't it? That's the frustration of it, is that, yeah, I mean, but the other point is not very many people compared to the overall total amount of people who are going to play once this is in worldwide global release. Not that many people have played it. It's just people like us, like hardcore PvZ enthusiasts, content creators, or people who live in the region that this was released in. And so that's kind of my take on it. Yeah, Console Kato, great question. What's the reasoning for doing a reset? So they say in the announcement, let me just, I don't know, I'm bouncing back and forth. I don't have to bounce back and forth. I don't have the chat over on this. I have the chat on the full cam experience here. So But you guys can read the chat. I mean, I'm not going to delete the live chat replay or anything. So the reasoning that they've given is basically like they're on to something great. Following the recent releases of Choose Your Seeds and the manual activation of Grapes and Wrath, we want to go even further. And so they're taking the game offline for a major overhaul. So, like, I just don't know how major it's gonna. They just want to overhaul it again, and they don't want to do it in front of us. They don't want to like release something each month. Like, hey, check out this brand new awesome feature. They want to do like a big thing. So I hope they keep the art style. I feel like they have to keep the art style. They put so much work into it. They have. If you look at the news here, there actually was just last month. They're discussing the PvZ3 art style here. So they with Ryan, one of their guys who I guess does concept art, or I don't know if he does the full. I didn't read this article, but they released like, this is a new zombie, Big Trouble concept, and that's cool. Sprite sheet, all that stuff. These are some new sprite sheets for like different, I guess, regions that these zombies are going to be in, and so yeah, My guess is like maybe the changes they want to make are so big that they don't want to do it incrementally. They want to do it all in one go. And so it's going to be such a major revision that by the time that it's ready and out, it'll be a while. And furthermore, it's probably going to change the game structure in some fashion. I don't know. Maybe they're going to redo the narrative a little bit. My guess is it's going to take a long enough time that there won't be any good updates between now and then. They're not going to want to do like updates that aren't going to make it into the final game. So it's going to be a big enough update that's going to take a lot of time. And then once they do that, it's going to have been a long time since there was an update. And then maybe they just want everyone on the same page. I hope they skip the soft release stuff. Just go with a big global release for the next one. Please don't test it again. Just do a big release, please. November 15th, you're right, Dante. November 15th is a month from now. And we're going to have the chance to play from now until then, for those of you who have it, or whoever has gotten their hands on it. And then, yeah, some of the community ID points out are just playing Plants vs. Zombies 2 Reflourished. I never played the game. I tend to veer away from mods simply because, like, I'm kind of used to the whole Nintendo way of doing things where mods are just not smiled upon at all. They're very frowned upon. So I haven't really dove into any sort of mods with Plants vs. Zombies. I probably should. They're much more... The company's much more welcoming about, the mod community than a lot of companies are. Like, there's no way you would find me playing a Mario mod on my channel. I know a lot of channels do it. And then... but I just don't want to do it. I don't want to put... any sort... I don't want Nintendo to dislike me for doing mods. You know what I mean? So, I have also... Good question. 5 LOL 5 LOL 5. I've never played the PvZ2 China edition either. The thing is, there's still plenty of Plants vs. Zombies 2 content to cover. They're still releasing stuff. I have so many other games to play. I believe you that PvZ2 is Reflourished is actually really good. Because from what I understand, I'm ignorant about PvZ2 Reflourished, except for the fact that the people involved making the game truly love the series, and that they have made something that the fans really like. And so that's really cool. I would love a Garden Warfare 3. I would, so to answer some other questions I've seen pop up here, I will be playing Super Mario Party Jamboree like Thursday. There was another question that popped up that I thought was interesting. That was, have I had Taco Bell? I have. Favorite, I don't know my favorite PvZ plant. It varies. I used to use electric pea shooter like all the time, but then like kind of 3-peater and torchwood combined with the pea vine have just gotten to be such a strong strategy that I'm using them all the time. And so that's another reason I hope that they do please move on to PvZ3 with new stuff, because I mean, like, it's a new game, a new experience. I'm excited about it. I think it has potential to be a truly great game. It's just it's so incremental, the changes they're making. But I guess now they're taking it offline. They're going to make a bigger change. We'll see what they come up with. I just hope it's not like, I hope it's next year. I hope it doesn't take like until like 2026 or something crazy like that. I just like, I hope that they, but I really hope they, yeah, what if there's a PvZ4? They just like PvZ3, we couldn't quite hit the mark. Here's PvZ4. That would be funny. PvZ Garden Warfare 3 would be absolutely amazing. There's no news. Thank you for the super chat, Tails Geimer. Yeah, GTA. Honestly, GTA 6 might come out before PvZ 3 at this rate. Do I think PvZ 3 would be paid to win? Maybe, probably. It feels like PvZ 2 is pay to win, doesn't it? Like, it feels like unless you just grind that game for hours and hours a day, it's so much easier just to buy the seed packets in the store, get your plant leveled up, and then play. I'm a green boy. Here's something interesting for you. My 3DS. For those of you who don't know, my Nintendo Switch, I don't have it up here. I put it in the garage because it caught fire. My old Nintendo Switch that I've had since launch day that Nintendo sent me, it still works, but I need to replace the battery. The battery is bulging. I posted it on Twitter. I don't know. Can I go to Twitter on this other browser here? Let's see. X. Everyone likes X, right? Everyone's on X all the time. No one's For You page is just totally destroyed. When I open this is ridiculous. When I open without being logged in, my X page is just not good. It doesn't have the latest stuff on there. It's so weird. They really want you to log in, don't they? Anyway, my point is that my Switch, the battery bulged. And it's bulging out, and I hear it's a fire risk when that happens. So, I went yesterday, and I went to Target and got a new OLED model Switch, so that's what I'm going to be recording Zelda on. I got it all set up. I made sure to transfer over my Animal Crossing island, because I did not want to miss that. And then, after that happened, I was like, I better check on my 3DS. So, let's see. My friend Jay messaged me, and I did a $50 super chat during their live stream that I said to please spend in game. They said, "Do you want your $50 back?" That's okay. That's okay. Keep it. Spend it when it finally comes out. Long story, I get distracted by what we're talking about. But, so I went and got I have fingerprints all over it. Gross. I got my 3DS. I charged it to make sure it's working. And, sure enough, I need to clean it. It's like dirty. The point is, sure enough, the 3DS is working. So, good news on that front, right? Because I would be devastated if my 3DS like wasn't working or something. Because I don't know, I've just had this in storage for years and years and years. So, 3DS is working. Great news for me. So, good question, Jeremy. What can you play PvZ3 on? A tablet, a phone, mobile platforms like that. That's what it is. I was playing on BlueStacks. Do they still sell 3DS? I don't think they officially sell 3DS. You can find them in the aftermarket, though. You know, like eBay or like Amazon, probably. But yeah, you know. Here we go. Tails Gamer again. Zach, you have been since the beginning for PvZ3. In your opinion, what was the best time for PvZ2 personally? The old world maps were really cool. So, I mean, my favorite era of PvZ2 was when they were like kind of at the peak of their popularity, and I was getting invited to PopCap, and I would go there. I went to PopCap like twice, 2 or 3 times, I forget, and I actually got to do like a little like skits with them, like little commercials almost with them, and that was really cool. I got to be part of their live streams a couple times up in Seattle, and that was really cool. I really enjoyed that. That was a good time, and so I just liked it when they were adding new worlds, kind of like. You know, I did appreciate the old maps. You know, if we take a look back at PvZ2 and, you know, what that used to be like, they had like a totally different map structure when they first started out. And one day, I've been talking about this. I want to go ahead and kind of break down how PvZ2 used to be, at least just by looking at it on my channel or something like that. That would be really cool. And just to kind of look at it. But like the world maps were way different back then. And if you take a look at what we have here, they start with a tutorial or whatever, but then you get in here and then you go to ancient Egypt. This was like 11 years ago. But eventually you kind of get to a map. And the map looks like this. And they had 3 worlds. And eventually they changed the maps. You know, they changed the maps to not look as cool, not have multiple paths, not require keys to unlock different doors, just a more straightforward thing. Sad times. But, see, and this is like me going down this path to get like Bloomerang probably. I don't remember. I would love to like live react to me watching this entire first episode again. That would be so cool. That's a good idea for a video, don't you think? Anyway, my favorite era was when they were still adding new worlds. I liked them adding new worlds. Why did I stop playing BTD6? I don't know. I think at the time I just got busy with other stuff, and then I forgot about it. Not that I forget about it, but like the problem with a channel like mine, being a variety channel, is that I play a whole bunch of different games, and if like one game is getting really low views, but these other games are getting high views, I'm of course going to go with what more people want to see. And then eventually it's like, hey, a month passes. I haven't been playing this game for over a month. And then I'm like, oh, well, you know. But these new games are coming out again and they're getting way more views. And so just a vicious cycle. It is a problem with me kind of playing a ton of different games. And maybe I have been trying to do things to avoid that. Room tour. Here it is. Here's my room. So, yeah. I don't know if it's a lack of discipline on my part or what. I don't know. I mean, obviously it is, but I don't know what the solution is really, if that makes sense. I don't know. I don't know what the ideal solution for that is, other than focusing on completing. And I've done that. I kind of made a promise this year to go back and do it, and so I beat Skyward Sword. I went back and beat Skyward Sword. I went back and what else did I do? I have to look at my own videos. Like I don't even remember. But I went back basically, and I did. We got Paper Mario: 1,000-Year Door complete. We got. I'm looking. Where's Skyward Sword? Oh, Tears of the Kingdom. I finished Tears of the Kingdom. So, Tears of the Kingdom was the big one that we did. And then, so yeah. Just looking at my playlist right now. Everything's looking good. The health of the channel, okay overall. But I gotta beat Echoes of Wisdom. I gotta do World of Goo 2. World of Goo 2 was annoying because when I built my new computer, I thought that it was saved in the cloud, the save file, but it wasn't. And so I was like, I gotta somehow like reassemble part of my old computer and get the data off the hard drive. It's just kind of a mess, a logistical mess with that. Or I could just play the levels again, I guess, off camera. But someone had asked when Ashley and I are gonna return and do the Separate Ways DLC for Resident Evil 4. That's one thing we want to do. We've been playing the Silent Hill 2 remake. That's fun. Finding time to do it is the tough part. But overall, let's bring it back really quick. I think that I've talked enough about PvZ3. It's been good to keep in touch with you guys. Hi, Miranda. Hello. I will be doing Mario and Luigi Brothership. It's in my... didn't I put that in my my banner, I think? Big M's Toys, how do you feel about PopCap bringing back Doomshroom? I love that they're bringing back these plants into PvZ2. I do love that. Doomshroom's coming out in like a week or two, and I'm going to be showcasing that. But yeah, speaking again about PvZ3, and just kind of I'm kind of two minds about it. It's like a double-edged sword, right? One, I'm thinking about PvZ3 in the sense that, like, well, I definitely want them to release the best game that they can release, obviously. And maybe they're on the track to do it. They've been listening to the fans. They've been releasing... I feel like if they would just listen to the fan base, Plants vs. Zombies has this dedicated fan base within this community, within the YouTube community, the Reddit community, all this stuff. They have these dedicated fan base, people who love Plants vs. Zombies, and I think they do best when they listen to them. I think that they had a good thing going with Garden Warfare 1 and 2. I think they had a good thing going during certain parts of PvZ2. I think they can if they've shown a lot of. That's a good idea. Long gameplay sessions. My new setup. Okay, I could do that probably if I remember. Treasure Cat, what if they added zombies versus plants? That's a good idea. The thing is, I think that they could be on the track again. They really just need to attack it from multiple angles. They need to have like a shooter. They need to have... I've seen these projects that just get killed off. They had like this top-down like adventure game that just got killed off. And they should have just released it. I mean, they have a match 3 game that just got killed off. They should have just released it. And so, I don't know what their line of thinking is, because they don't have to support a game forever. They stopped supporting heroes. They stopped supporting it with big updates, with new cards. I just don't understand why they did it. And then I just don't get it. You know what I mean? Like I feel like that they had a good thing going, and match is actually okay, match is actually back. There was a new beta back in September. I didn't even know there was a new beta. Maybe you should send me that. No, I don't know. So yeah, I don't know. I thought they killed it off, but I was wrong. Thank you for correcting me on that, because the thing is that it's really hard to keep up with this kind of stuff that they do behind the scenes. These soft launches and stuff like that. They don't advertise them on their social networks. The thing is, they were without a community manager for a while, so their socials were like dark, and so I don't know, man. I think that they should I would love to see them in a position where Plants vs. Zombies 3, they spend the time on it. I did hear about the PvZ U2s. Miranda, thank you. Return to Monkey Island. Oh, Miranda. I finished Little Nightmares 2. That's the other one. I finished mostly because Miranda was asking me to. And so Monkey Island, there's like probably 1 or 2 episodes of that. Man, that was a tough one. Maybe. Don't bully me into it. And I am excited for the Switch too. To finish my thought though, I'm getting distracted. I get distracted by chat. That's why I'm not a good live streamer. I would love it if they spent the time, they got PvZ3 perfected, or in a great state. They released it. It was successful. Obviously, I want the Plants vs. Zombies franchise to succeed. Hey, I'm Swizzle. What's up? I was in a podcast. Exploding Apple. Hello. I was in a podcast, the Mario Matter. I think the previous episode 109. I think you should check that out, because Max and I talked about our Switch 2 wish list. It was a really cool thing. Go check it out. Just search it on YouTube. Oh, Juan, thank you for the super chat. Are you going to play Reflourish one day? I don't know. I mean, like, I kind of talked about this earlier in the video, where I don't really play mods typically on my channel, because, I'm used to, the idea that maybe game companies would be really mad at me if I did mods or something like that. And so, especially like Nintendo. So I don't play like Nintendo mods, although I see a lot of content creators do Nintendo mods. They do really well. Makes me a little jealous. But so that kind of mentality is carried over to all franchises, where, maybe I should play Reflourish, because it seems like EA and the PvZ creators are a little more open toward, towards mods. Maybe. I don't know. But as I was saying, I'm all over the place. People, you guys are interrupting me. I'm gonna have to stop looking at the chat. No. Long story short, I would love it if PvZ3 was released in a great form and everyone loved it and it was successful again. Nintendo hates everything. And I would love it if they released PvZ3. It was great. And it kind of spurred them. It made them just be like, hey, we got something going here. Let's do another shooter. Let's do Garden Warfare 3. The 3s are working. We're the first company to make 3s really work or something. I don't know. But I would love it if that were the case. So I do, but like I said, I'm of two minds about it. I really, I love Exploding Apple's, I love him. I love Exploding Apple. But I love his plays of my my Mario Maker levels. That's what I would ask of if because they're not too hard, but they are a little hard. So yeah, and so Max, if you Swizzle, if you want to play some Mario Maker levels, I have a set of Mario Maker levels. That's kind of Nintendo's response to the mod community. They're like, okay, we'll just make our own game where you can mod, so that. But so EA should listen up and they should see. That's what EA should do. The EA should see that people are modding Plants vs. Zombies, so they should make like a PvZ Maker game. That's what they should really do. They should make PvZ Maker, where you could just make your own PvZ adventures or something like that. That'll be so cool. That's my idea. Run with it, EA, if you're watching. Make PvZ Maker. That would be so cool. You could like design your own plants and their abilities and all that stuff. I don't know. Just a crazy idea. But my new Nintendo clock isn't here yet. It should be here Thursday. I don't know why it's taking so long. I ordered it so early. But anyway, I keep starting with this and then getting distracted and leaving. I want PvZ3 to be successful so that they can work with the series again. I would love it if they did like a PvZ Heroes 2, or if they did like or they did Garden Warfare 3 actually, like just hire the old team back, make Garden Warfare 3. I would be thrilled. I don't know if it would be competitive in today's industry. That's the problem though, because you got all these free-to-play shooters. They're not it seems like EA knows about free-to-play because PvZ2 is, PvZ3 is, but when it comes to their shooters, they want to charge for them, and that is immediately a barrier to entry to people. One, thank you again for your super chats. I really do appreciate it. What is your opinion on why they removed the Plants vs. Zombies 2 Ultimate Battles? I'm sorry, you're gonna have to fill me in. Does anyone know what the Ultimate Battles are? Because I don't know what the Ultimate Battles are. I need to know. And Miranda's been a member for 16 months. I know, I haven't dropped any music. So the problem with the music, I love making music. I love it. I only spend a little time on it though, because most of my time is spent. Oh, hey, Outwork. Hello. A little time is spent on making music because most of my time is spent on making videos for you guys. And so I was spending a little time on like these kind of Halloween spooky type songs and comedy songs, whatever. I don't know what you want to call them. But then I was making those, and then James Farr was animating them. But James Farr hasn't had much time to animate. So once he's free and he gives me the go-ahead that he can actually, sit down and animate a video for me, I'll make another song. I'll do that. But I only want to work with him on this because his style of animation and working is so great, and working with him is such a pleasure that I really hope that he gets more time. And then I hope that he gets more time and is able to do that. I have a Plants vs. Zombies animation on my channel that he did, and I thought that was pretty good. The problem is he only has so much time. I only have so much time, but he only has so much time to devote to projects. He's working on a couple pretty big projects for himself and for others right now. And I really hope that he can find time in his schedule for more projects from me. Because it's the type of guy, it's the type of project, his videos, his animations, I would just if it were up to me, I would just pay him to make tons of animations for my channel all the time. It would just and that's kind of how it was when he first started. We got 3 animations out of Grand Theft Auto, and we just keep just tell him to prioritize me. Yeah, that only works for so long. So yeah, but I only want to work with him when it comes to animations. For now, I might change if it just seems like it's never going to happen. Then I might try to find another way to get animations or other types of videos to kind of do, I don't know. Maybe I'll just do some really cool virtual reality stuff or something. I don't know. But kidnap him like Xanator. Xanator got 2 shorts edited for me today. We worked really hard on them. First, I was doing a short about the Super Mario Party Jamboree stuff, and then I did the short. I just found out about this, and he suggested that I go live. He was like, you could do a video essay on this, or maybe I said that. One of us said we could do a video essay on the history of PvZ3, and then one of them, I think maybe he suggested that I just go live. I'm like, that's not a bad idea. Let's just go live. Let's talk about it. Let's see what the community thinks. And so that's where we're at right now. And I know that I'm droning on and on about this thing. And I know that we're not even really talking about PvZ3 anymore towards the end of this. But it's been great to touch base with you guys. I want the Plants vs. Zombies franchise to be as successful as possible. Because thus far, they've made a ton of great games, in my opinion. They've had a few missteps. But nothing that would like sour me on the series, And then, question here. What was it? Where did it go? I saw it. over here. Let me pull it back up over here. Hold on. What was said? There was, are you enjoying Echoes of Wisdom? Yes, I am. I'm a little delayed on the series, though, because I had to replace my Switch. So that's one issue. Man, I saw it. I thought it was a cool question. Where is it? Oh, how did I first get exposed to PvZ or something like that? Where is that? I remember it now. Basically, I played it. I think on Steam, on PC. When George Fan released the original game, it caught my attention and I played it. And then I later played it on my channel. And then eventually, the mobile stuff happened. And then PvZ. Castle Kiddo says, I'm not sure if I've ever played PvZ. This, I guess, is a bad time to jump in. I think PvZ would be, especially maybe the original, I think it would be a decent time to jump in if you just wanted to do kind of a nostalgic look at PvZ. Because, PvZ 1 is a standalone game that isn't like a live service type of game. It doesn't have like new updates going for it. It was like a standalone release. I think they still have it on Steam. I would do the PC version, and then or whatever you want. I wouldn't get involved with PvZ 2 unless like PvZ 1 does really well on your channel. Or you could do Garden Warfare if you're into shooters. Garden Warfare 2, I think is that one on Switch? I don't know. Garden Warfare, like the Garden Warfare series, are a little more friendly and approachable to a newcomer as well. And those are the shooters. I still occasionally play them. I do plan on returning from time to time to the Garden Warfare series. I don't think I played the demo of PvZ 1. I don't recall it. Maybe I did. And yeah, the question about PvZ heroes needing a comeback. I mean, that's my hope, right? Like, I got to go to PopCap when they were kind of designing heroes. And I got to go there, and they had just hired a guy who came from Wizards of the Coast, I believe, to help them design heroes. And they were showing me the mechanics of the game before they even had it was just a prototype of the game. And they were showing me the mechanics, and it was on it was a tabletop game. It wasn't an electronic game because they were just fleshing it out, and they were wanting to get my thoughts on it. And then I think they eventually showed me like an electronic version, so I got to play like a physical version of the game, PvZ Heroes, where they showed the lanes. I thought the lanes were such a cool idea. I thought at the time the sun production was a good idea because I liked. Wow. I think we had 2 super chats happen at the same time. One from Vibe Gaming and one from Bryce Green. Thank you for that. With Ashley, Ashley Scott is the name of my wife. We're gonna do another one. We didn't get to record because Ashley got sicker than she was, and I got a little sicker, but she got really, she got even more sick. So we're trying to find a good time. We might record some tonight. We'll see. So it won't be at least until tomorrow. The problem with doing videos with Ashley is that we both have busy schedules, and so trying to like kind of work our schedules together. So we normally record late at night. But yeah, I'm so bad at this. I'm so bad. I don't remember what we were talking about. Did I ever do that big Garden Warfare 2 YouTuber collab? I don't think I did. I think I heard about it. Maybe I didn't do it. I don't think I did it. I don't remember doing it. And then, but yeah, I think, I don't know what Console Kiddo's laughing at. I don't know. It's a big one though. It's a big laugh. What else? I might have spaghetti for dinner if that answers any questions. Does anyone ask me that? Oof, COVID test. So, anyway. I don't know what we were talking about. We were talking about, oh, Plants vs. Zombies 3. No. I don't remember what like thread of conversation I was on when we moved on. I'm curious what the AI chat summary says though. Let me scroll up. I'm sure someone said something that I wanted to reply to. Talking about Silent Hill, but I was talking about something, but then the super chats popped up. Really confused me. Go watch Exploding Apple's playthrough of my Mario Maker levels, because when I did the Mario Maker levels, I designed them so that they would kind of be in the same vein as the original level they were based on from Super Mario World. Kind of slightly. I was trying to kind of have similar mechanics, but what I did is I wanted them to be challenging if you 100% completed them. I wanted them to be like challenging in the sense that like it's really hard to get like all of the coins or something. But it's a challenge to get through the level, but if you also want to get all the coins, it's like an extra challenge. So but it wasn't like a Kaizo level, you know, like where it was like super hard and you just couldn't beat it. Feelings on Mario & Luigi Brothership. The heart. That's my feeling right there. Love that game. Miranda, another super chat. You should do a Zack's Arcade series where you play a different new game, indie game every episode and don't have to have the pressure of completing the entire game. So that's kind of what the Quick Play series is about. And maybe I should just retitle it. Zack's Arcade sounds kind of a fun thing. I think other YouTubers kind of have like the arcade, they call it arcade. So I would probably try to like brand it differently. It's just so it's like different, but that's kind of what the Quick Play series was all about. But you know, I didn't, you know, so maybe I could do that. It allows me to play a lot of variety because I mean, the entire structure of my channel is based around these playlists of like full Let's Plays. And then occasionally from time to time, I'll play a different game. And then, I hope more Plants vs. Zombies games come to console. I remember you raging your levels when I was in college. That was so cool. That was so cool. I really enjoyed. I watched all those. So if anyone wants to just live stream me, oh, that's Console Kato. You should play my Mario Maker levels. There you go. I would. I'll watch that. I'll super chat that or whatever. Anyway, I need to go. Thank you guys for watching. I need to go eat dinner. People are waiting on me for dinner. So I think we're gonna have spaghetti. But yeah, the long and short of it, basically, PvZ3 has been delayed. It's been shelved, taken down. They're gonna retool it and re-release it probably next year, I imagine. What does it mean for the long-term health of PvZ? I hope that it means it's going to be better for the health, because it's kind of weird that this game has been out in soft launch for so long and people haven't been able to play it. I gotta wonder how that affects a game when it's been released and on YouTube for months before a global release. I gotta wonder what that means. And so I hope that the very next version that they release is the global release. I hope there's no more soft launch. I hope they figure everything out and they're like, boom, big release. I hope they have the resources to do that. And I hope that overall this pulling of the PvZ3 to retool it is an overall good thing for the health of the franchise. It is weird that this is like the fourth time they've done this, but there have been microtransactions during soft launch, but I don't live in the countries that the soft launch happened in, so I was unable to partake in those microtransactions. And so anyone who's accrued coins, if they've linked their EA account or whatever, those coins will carry over to the re-release. And so when will that be? Maybe next year, 2025. Who knows? But anyway, I do thank you guys for being here. I will go enjoy my spaghetti. Thank you, Kevin, for that. I guess Console Kato is going to play my Mario Maker levels. That's great. And she's going to get all the coins, all 100 coins in every level, and all the 5 dragon coins or whatever they're called. I don't remember. It's been so long since I've seen them. But thanks for being here. Thanks for all the super chats. We've had a lot of super chats come through. I hope I've acknowledged all of them. So I'll see you guys next time for more Time to Eat Spaghetti. Maybe I'll make the spaghetti myself. I don't know. Maybe we'll order it. I don't know.